there, Frankie Nicole here. Recording from out in the Zen garden. This is one of my favorite places to be. Um, Thanks to my dad, who's made it so wonderful and kept it so nice. I was coming to you today early because I have a lot of events going on, it being Friday and whatnot. And I just wanted to bring a special message because I don't always talk about my struggles, and I don't want people to think that I am perfect or that I know all the answers, because I don't. But when I'm right about something, I'm right, and I'm going to say it because that's the truth for me. And if some people are not resonating with that, that's fine. A lot of people don't resonate with a lot of different ideas, and I think that we're trying to homogenize the world into believing that there's only one path. The only thing I ever offer is guidance and advice, because Lord knows it's just a mishmash of nonsense out there that we are getting all these different ideas, and so it's important to find things that you resonate with and guidance that is objective and maybe a little bit of tough love, because sometimes people won't always tell you what you need to hear. I had recently gone through a shoulder injury which sidelined my career of massage, because as you know, that you need your shoulders to do massage. So that was really hard for me, because my whole career, everything kind of just came crashing down. And so I wanted to read this card that kind of resonated with that whole message. Because sometimes things happen and people blame, lots of different things. They blame themselves, they blame God, what they believe is God, or they believe the just the people around them. It's just, things are always just moving you forward into a better path or a better way, and it may not always seem great at the time, but when you come out of the tunnel, you know that on the other side there's something there for you that you were more meant to do. So I do not see my career going by the wayside as a negative thing, but as what needed to happen for it to pave the way for something better. And I have my artwork, which is amazing, that I'm so happy that I was able to start doing that for myself and expressing my creativity, because I hadn't done it since high school, and it took a part of me to break down to allow that to start flowing out. Also, um, doing auditions and going out for acting things, something I've always kind of entertained but never really thought of as a career, for fear of, I guess, my own shortcomings or my own not even valuing myself. So, yeah. I've been blessed to be redirected. I mean, it took something massive to break it down, but I've been rebuilding and becoming stronger ever since. And it's helped allow me to deal with some of the things that maybe are not as pleasant as I'd like them to be, but now I can look at everything and not fall apart. I used um, I used to think that I was bipolar, because I had really strong reactions in one direction or another, and the jury's still out on that. I'm not disregarding any diagnosis, but not a death sentence, and it's not something to be ashamed of, and it's not something that you should beat yourself up about, because why are you piling on more things on top of what is already there? What you can best do is deal with it in a sense where you know your limitations and you know how you are and you know yourself then, and then you can better um, direct those energies. I mean, I don't think bipolar is necessarily something that should be thought of as a mental disease. I think it's something where there's a creative person who has ideas that doesn't fit into a traditional idea or thought of this society's structure, and that's why they label it as a disease. Um, so I refuse to look at it that way. I look at it as I have creativity coming out the wazoo, and that it makes me an amazing person because um, I'm unpredictable and always entertaining. All right. Um, so the card, which fits along with it, bug. Um, Everything happens for a reason, and even though the reason is sometimes unclear, I graciously accept all that transpires, in the knowing that it unfolds through love, in accordance with the divine will of my soul. And also, when I was working at a job that was really awful, but I needed money to pay my bills because they were stacking up after I got injured and wasn't able to work. Um, to get through working at that place, I wrote myself um, love notes every day because I needed positive reassurance and someone to motivate me, and I was not getting it from any of the women that I was working with. They were um, very closed off and very dismissive, and it was a very harsh working environment, especially after being injured and having to detox off of pain medication and go back into a working environment with a lot of people and a lot of different personalities that did not vibe with me and did not understand me. Um, so I found it today, and I think it's, a sign of, I put on these pants that I hadn't worn, and I found this love note, so I'm going to read it. Real wonderful love is coming to you. XOXO. So, onto the cards. I'm going to have to mix them in my lap because I don't have a floor or a table to mix them on. Okay, we got the Prince of Swords again. Wow. I guess there's somebody out there that's really trying to get at you and tell you the bad news or what they think is the bad news. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is about the Nine of Pentacles is about luxury and being in a garden and in your own, you know, relaxation. Oops. And being able to relax, and it's in reverse, so it only slightly weakens the energies, saying don't give too much to relaxation today. Enjoy it, but don't let it go overboard. Know when there's that point of, okay, now it's time that I have to go do things and get going. Um, and then we have the Prince of Swords again, and it's in reverse as well. The last card was in reverse. And so I think that maybe there's somebody trying to get you to either go, discard your responsibilities, or, not finish any tasks, and maybe they have motivations that are not the best. Maybe they're doing it for their own motivation. They're trying to get you um, to go and shove off work early that might get you in trouble, or start drinking at noon when you have things to do later, and just look for the ulterior underneath motives that that somebody is bringing to the table, and don't quite trust people's initial ideas, and then that might actually bring in a little bit of anxiety or stress or worry, because you don't want to believe that this person is not having an ulterior motive, because perhaps there's somebody that you have trusted, or you trust in a sense, or you want to trust. And just know that, and I like how that she's kind of, it's like she's a puppet, and so it's kind of warning against being a puppet, knowing that get you can step out of these swords at any time. You can cut those strings. You don't have to follow. You don't have to feel like you're trapped by someone's ideas or thoughts. You can go your own path, and not follow. And then we have the Three of Cups, abundance. And I feel like this is going and finding somebody or some people that better resonate with you, that are, out for the same reason that you are. They want to have a good time, they want to enjoy themselves, and bring you abundance and well-being and good energy. And they only want to do it for the purpose of good energy, and not for their own selfish ideas or gains or thoughts. Um, and there's that full moon again, um, and they're just kicking up their heels and going, and it's you can be abundant um, without going overboard and overindulging. Um, Balance is something that we seek in life, and I think that that also goes along with um, a bipolar tendency. Is it's just a lack of balance and a lack of harmony and awareness and centering yourself, knowing that you don't have to, just keep swinging on the pendulum one way because it's going another way. You can stop yourself, and you can step out of those swords, and you can cut the strings that are the pseudo strings in your mind that are holding you in, and you can walk away at any time, any moment. Traditionally, the Eight of Swords is your self-inflicted prison. So step out of that prison, walk away. Don't let the fear hold you. So, and that's all I have for today, because I gotta get going and get out to work. Exciting stuff happening, and I hope you have a wonderful Friday.